didn't realize that I'd chosen such a interesting filter there. Oh my God, look at that. That's horrible. Oh my gosh, that is not the filter that I thought I chose, guys. I think we need to get rid of that one. That's all a bit weird, isn't it? Let me get rid of that. Will it do it again? No, it's gone. Okay, that's not a bad thing. That was really weird. Not the filter I thought I was choosing. That's a wonderful thing about Facebook filters is that you can play around and have some fun. Hello, Glenn. How are you? Awesome to see you on live. What part of the country are you in? Are you still in Queensland or you're somewhere else? So what we're here to talk about today is about personal branding. What does Gary Vee, Tony Robbins, Barbara Corcoran, and a whole lot of other people say about personal branding? And I would highly recommend you listen to this message moving into 2019. What should you be focusing on for your business moving forward to help you be more successful? So this is what I'm talking about today. So it is Helen Martin here. I am your online crew captain. Welcome to our online community here. Drop the palm tree down below, the palm tree emoji down below. If you're here with me live or even on the replay, if you're on the replay, just put the word replay down below so I can give a shout out to you after. Hello, Rob. How are you? Hello, Sean. Lovely to see you both on live. Thank you for saying hello to Henry over here, who's just quietly minding his own business today, which is pretty cool. But what we're here for is to teach you how to leverage social media to build your business online, so we can all get on this cruise ship and party together because we've all got successful businesses. Learning to leverage social media. No more spammy tactics. No more old school ways. No more chasing family and friends regarding your business. You truly know how to leverage social media to build your business to six figures and beyond. So that's what we're all about here. There are some of you, a number of you, that will also be in my private Facebook group called Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners. If you are part of that group, drop the fishy emoji down there as well. Now, yesterday in that group, I put in a special training for you guys. Anybody can join that group. It's completely free. I'll amend the description up above and put a link to it, but it's called Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners. And I put like an instructional video in there yesterday regarding how to use Facebook's relatively new feature called Premiere. So this is where you get the ability to do, showcase something that looks live. So a previous video, whether that's a previous Facebook Live that you've downloaded to your computer or a previous video that you've done just on your phone, pre-recorded, you can schedule that and premiere that as a Facebook Live, although it's not actually live. But if you're in my private Facebook group, you can get access to that training. Good morning, Mary. How are you? So for some of you, it will be morning. Some of you, it will be evening. Some of you, it will be early hours of the morning. So welcome to you all. So let's talk today about this whole topic of personal branding. So is it important for your business? Is it not? What are the gurus saying about it? Are they saying it's overrated? There's a lot of talk, especially for people in home-based businesses, entrepreneurs, network marketing, direct sales, MLM, all those kind of things. There's a lot of buzz about personal branding. So let's sort of have a discussion about that to, highlight, is it important or isn't it? 1 a.m., Rob. Champion for tuning in at 1 a.m., that's for sure. So is it important? Do you think it's important? Yes or no? Put it down below. Do you think personal branding is important? And what are Gary Vee and Tony Robbins and Barbara Corcoran? If you don't know who they are, you might know who Tony Robbins is because he's pretty huge around the world, mainly in sort of personal development and, he does extreme things. Like a girlfriend of mine was just in America and did one of his, the Unleash tour. And she walked on the coals. That's a huge part of his seminars, like the 3-day, I think it was 3 days, sort of conferences. And on the very first day, on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, on the Friday night, they prepare these coals, hot coals, for 5 hours. I think it is. It may have even been longer than 5 hours, but 5 hours, and then bare feet, you walk on hot coals. And he spends all day on that first day. You want to do it, Rob? Yeah, it was fascinating listening to her tell me all about it, Rob, and how they prepare them all for it, how they prepare the coals all day, how they psychologically prepare them to actually do it. And if they get to that point where they're just about to walk and they've got trained people around, you know, it's all lined with Tony Robbins sort of support people, and they can tell. I don't know how they tell, but they can tell if you're ready or not. And they will not let you go unless they feel that you're ready. And my girlfriend walked across. She sent me a picture of the bottom of her feet, you know, after she did it, and completely fine. So it's it's so powerful regarding sort of the power of the mind. So that's sort of just a side note about Tony Robbins and, you know, how he helps millions and millions of people around the world get over all their psychological crap, basically. There are other people, I will add, just a side note, there are other people that have tried to copy what Tony Robbins has done with the fire walking thing, and they haven't prepared the people properly. So, psychologically in the mind, they haven't prepared the coals properly, you know, in whatever way they need to prepare them, and everybody burnt their feet. So there's a real art, obviously, that he's learnt as to how you actually prepare yourself to walk over hot coals and not get burnt. But just think about that. Like, you see something hot, you put your foot on it, and it will burn. That's just life, isn't it? So to be able to prepare you psychologically to walk over hot coals and not burn your feet is pretty damn amazing. Yeah, and when I was telling my husband that my girlfriend did it, he said, that's impossible. It's just impossible. You can't do that. You can't walk on hot coals and not burn your feet. But apparently you can. Hello, Tina. How are you? Thank you for saying hello to Henry. It's awesome to see you on live today. Tonight for you. So that's Tony Robbins. Gary V. Gary V is a very extreme, out there social media guru that does a lot of stuff on the fly, micro content. He's got cameras following him around everywhere. He does swear a lot, so a lot of people don't like him, but he's very powerful in his messages, messaging on, you know, particularly social media, and he's very, very powerful sort of around the world. Yes, Rob, the power of the mind. It's just incredible to think that he can just psychologically get people to walk on hot coals and not burn their feet. Amazing, amazing stuff. And if you don't know who Barbara Corcoran is, she, you know, she's from the Shark Tank. Very, very powerful sort of businesswoman, you know, and, you know, very, very successful. So they're just to name a few names. So just looking at what do they say about sort of a personal brand in business, particularly in the entrepreneurial world, for the small business person, for the person that's in network marketing, direct sales, MLM, that kind of thing. Where does personal branding sit, and is it really as important as everybody is making it out to be? So I'll share some insight with you, which all three of them say about that in a moment. But basically, all three of them say it's essential, absolutely essential to the growth of your business moving forward. So moving into 2019 and onwards, if you are any kind of small business, definitely in the network marketing, sort of direct sales, MLM space, any kind of entrepreneurial space like that, personal branding is going to be critical to your success moving forward. Now, there is a number of reasons for that. One of the main ones is it's considered, you know, a pull strategy, not a push strategy. And where people can get a little bit confused is the difference between branding and marketing. They are not one and the same. They're actually quite different, and your branding needs to come before your marketing. Now, you might think of the word marketing and go sales and marketing and advertising and paid stuff and whatever. Marketing takes on so many different forms, does it not? If you agree with me, drop some palm trees down below. Marketing is a minefield, and you don't have to use paid strategies to do marketing. Marketing, when you're walking around the streets, when you are, putting posts on social media, do you realize that you're marketing yourself or not? You're doing it good or badly, even though you don't realize it. So marketing and branding are different, and the personal branding should come before the marketing piece of it. But it is absolutely critical to the success of your business moving forward. Once again, more so for anybody in an entrepreneurial type space. If you have a retail type store, you actually have a shop front. You actually have like a physical product that you've developed, not somebody else, like through a marketing network marketing company. It is different. So we are talking here about the importance of personal branding when you're in the entrepreneurial world. When you're in a space like a home-based business, it is absolutely critical to your success, and that's what these gurus are saying. So I just want to let you know, I wrote down some information that each three of these said about personal branding. So I don't want you to take my word for it. You guys know that I'm big on branding, and it's one of my passions to get people in the home-based business industry to brand for a number of reasons. One, so many people in the home-based business industry are doing social media all wrong because they're pushing things out on people. They're not pulling, or attracting people to them. So branding is one of these things where you can pull people towards you. You have an identity. You have things that you are passionate about. You start talking about that and sharing that with people, and your vibe will attract your tribe. That's branding done really well. Yes, Rob, branding is key. I taught you that. Well, I'm glad you've learned one thing off me, Rob. That's awesome. But it is so true. You were guilty of that. You and so many others, Rob. And that's not knowingly. People don't make mistakes on social media knowingly going, I know this is wrong, but I'm going to do it anyway. Well, there are some people, I guess, that do that. But, when you do know there is a better path, then it really is your duty to research it and work out how to do it for yourself moving forward. Because branding into the future, now and into the future, is more important than it's ever been. And if you are in a home-based business space, you really need to learn about this branding piece, because this is the difference between pulling people towards you, like attraction marketing, attracting people to you, rather than pushing your content, your products, your business out on people and repelling them. Okay, so this is what sort of Tony, Gary, and Barbara say about personal branding. So for Tony himself, without it, I wouldn't touch as many lives, and that's why I love branding. So to him, this is where a lot of people go wrong with their marketing sort of side of it, is that it's all about what they can get, what money they can get. They're driven by the dollar. You're driven by sales. You're driven by product sales. You're driven by people joining you in your business. You're driven by the marketing piece. You're not driven by the branding piece, which, Tony said it in his wording here. It gives him the ability to touch more lives. So he's not looking at it from the money piece. I mean, he surely doesn't have to worry about the money piece by now, but he never started it for the money piece. He started it for how could he help impact other people by what he was learning and what he was doing. So the branding piece is more about you've got values and you've got things that you can help people with. And when you lead with value and you lead with integrity and you lead with intention through branding, you can actually be more powerful for your business. That will equate to sales. That will equate to attracting people to you. That will equate to growing your business. So truly, truly powerful. So branding identity is the necessary component to helping your business grow. That's from Tony Robbins. And also branding is the cornerstone of building your business on social media. Branding is the cornerstone of building your business on social media. Can I say it any more simply of that? So it's absolutely critical. They're all saying this. And he's also said the single most important thing you can do. is to concentrate on your personal branding. So that's from Tony Robbins. Moving on to Gary Vee. Gary Vee said personal branding is absolutely essential to your success. Your branding actually replaces your resume. And in the future, you won't need a resume if you concentrate on your personal brand. That's quite powerful. And it's your own game. It's your own world. It's your own identity. Why, it's what makes you stand out from everybody else, particularly in the home-based business industry. You're all offering the same products from the same company. I mean, how many distributors or whatever the term is in your company are in the same company? You're all offering the same thing. So if you want to stand out from the crowd, if you want people to listen to you and not somebody else, if you want to really to make your business grow, you've got to start concentrating on a personal brand. What are your values? What do you stand for? What do you want to help people with? Not what you want to get from people. I need to get more customers to get my business to grow. I need to get more people in my business for my business to grow. That's all coming from a place of what you can get from people. A personal brand is about standing for something. What is it that you want to give value on? And then your vibe will attract your tribe. So, these guys are saying it's absolutely essential. They're living it and breathing it and trying to encourage people in this day and age to run with it. And they're saying it's the cornerstone of the future of your business on social media. I know, Rob, leaders are still not teaching this, but they will. So if you are listening to this and you are thinking about personal branding, I would highly encourage you to embrace this now. Make 2019 the year that you're going to really build your personal brand. Yes, it takes time. Yes, it takes effort. Yes, you might give out value without getting dollars initially. But if you do that for a period of time, you're going to be well ahead of everybody that catches on in the next 2 to 3 years. Oh, I should be creating a personal brand. That's what everybody's recommending. So everybody is then creating a personal brand, and it just gets noisier and noisier on social media. Where would you rather be? Would you rather be at the front of the pack and the trend and start building your brand? And so in 2 to 3 years' time, when everyone's Facebook pages are being shut down because they're being spammy, and it's happening now, guys. People's pages are getting shut down now, because they're trying to push their business and their opportunity, whatever, on their personal Facebook pages. It's too much of a risk, and it's only going to get worse. So when it's all about you, this is the one time, guys, in your life you can make it all about you and your personal brand, but for the purpose of helping others, not, generating the income. You send me some likes and loves if you just understood what I meant there. So your personal brand is all about you, but not for the money that you're going to get from it. Yes, that will come if you are valuable, in your messaging. But I find it very disappointing, Rob, like you just said, that there are not enough leaders in this space that are catching on to this. People know the buzzwords attraction marketing, and they know the buzzword like personal branding, but they really don't know what it means. So it's your responsibility to find out what it means, learn how to do it, and put it into business, put it into action. If you need help with that, then the next round of my branding course is starting on November 5th. I work with you for a month to get your branding right, because I'm telling you, if you don't have the right direction in your personal branding, you could be going 100 miles an hour on social media, putting out posts, creating a page, doing versus things, but you could be going 100 miles an hour in the wrong direction because you haven't got your branding sorted out. So you can spend a lot of time on social media hearing crickets because you haven't got your personal branding sorted out. You're coming from completely the wrong angle, completely the wrong messaging. You're not talking to your target market. You don't know who your customer avatar is. Your content's all wrong. Like, you can literally go 100 miles an hour in the wrong direction. So you want to get, if you're going to delve in this personal branding for the future of your business, you want to get it right. So drop the word branding down below if you want to learn how to do it the right way. And just on a side note, guys, The next course that starts on November 5th, my branding course, and you get lifetime access to the course. So if you can't, do it within that month, you can catch up in your own time. I don't encourage that because you don't want to go into courses and not actually finish them. But this is the last round. This is round 5 that I'm doing of this course. This is the last round. I'm offering it at a stupidly, ridiculously low price. I should have never started at that price. I only said I was going to do it once, and I'm still doing it again for the next round. After that, it's going up by $100. So if you really want to sort out your branding, so going into 2019, you know what to concentrate on, I would highly encourage you to have a look. So just put the word branding down below at the course for the next round before it goes up by $100, which is still too cheap. But anyway, side note. Now, what does Barbara say? Barbara said, if you create a personal brand, it will pay you big dividends in your business. It is absolutely critical to the success of your business. So you've got, and I think it's important for us that are building a business in the entrepreneurial world like they are in, that we learn from people that are already doing what we want to do. Now, we're not necessarily going to be as big as, Tony Robbins or Gary Vee or Barbara, but we need to take lessons from these people. They're the ones that are successful, and they're the ones that have done it themselves, and they're telling people in the entrepreneurial space, this is what you need to do. So I feel we need to listen, and that's why I'm sharing it, with you. Mary, you finally moved house. Yay. I know that was a bit of a struggle for you for a while and had internet connected. I would love to finish the course. I enrolled. It's gone off the screen. Can I get it up? No, it won't let me read the rest, but I'll read the rest when I get off live. So as you know, Mary, you get lifetime access to the course. So even though you've purchased in a previous round, you can join the round. I mean, you're already in the group, so you can check out the videos now, but perhaps just join the round that's starting on November 5th and just start afresh. So that's the beauty of getting, into the course, that you get that lifetime, access. So personal branding, absolutely critical to the success of your business in the home-based business entrepreneurial space. This is what you need to be thinking about now, if you're not already. This is what you want to put in action now to really kick off things in 2019 in a positive way. But you need to learn how to set up your brand, who your target market is, who your customer avatar is, the wording on your banner, your messaging, your tagline, what you're giving value on. Your content creation needs to be congruent with how you brand yourself, because that's another big mistake, other people make. Julie, hi Helen, I'm plodding along and I'm determined to get this right. And Julie, it is easy to come in and out of the course, and because I give you lifetime access, obviously you're still, as you call it, plodding along, but you're still, as long as you're moving forward, Julie, which you are, and the last branding that you put together, which you showed me yesterday, was how much, have you evolved and developed in your branding than, even weeks ago. So it's all just about making progress. Don't be hard on yourself, Julie. And you've got that determination now. So, it's just all about moving forward. Don't look back, just, keep moving forward. So I'd love you to join me on my branding course starting on November 5th. It is the cornerstone of the future of your business on social media. So I would encourage you to get ahead of the game before everybody else in this industry realizes how critical it is. All the leaders in the home-based business space suddenly start realizing maybe this is where we need to move in social media. My purpose here is to teach you modern strategies to build your business. We don't want old school tactics anymore. It's time to evolve. It's time to grow with what social media has laid out to us on a silver platter. At the moment, you can start a business page for free. At the moment, you can do Facebook Lives for free. At the moment, you can put content up for free. Yes, you can use paid strategies and speed up your business if you want to, but that's, something you choose. Either you do it slowly or you can speed it up through paid strategies, but at least it's choices. I don't doubt that somewhere in the future, and I've heard a guru say this from Australia that earned $16 million on social media last year, say, if you don't get on this personal branding bandwagon in the next sort of year or two, it's going to be a totally different platform, Facebook particularly, in years to come. And it might be all pay to play. They might even charge people to set up a page. They might even charge people to do a Facebook Live. So while it's in front of you and you've got the opportunity to learn and embrace it and really implement a personal brand, you should be doing it now before you miss the boat. You don't want to be one of these people that goes, I learnt about that a few years ago. I knew it was something I should have done and I just didn't get around to doing it. And now I'm kicking myself. You don't want that to be you. The time is now, even if it's a slow journey for you, even if it takes you a while to get fans and followers, you are going to be so ahead of the game than everybody else in the home-based business industry. And there's millions of them and entrepreneurs out there that are going to move more and more into social media. So where are you at? Stay ahead of the game, guys. Mary, my leaders are telling me to do things that are not working for me, however it works for them. And depending how people got successful, and I'm not saying that you can't build a business the traditional way. But if somebody built their business the traditional way, they're more likely to teach people moving into the industry now their same ways. So this is what worked for me. I'm successful. I don't do that. I've never had a personal brand. So just do what I did and you can get the same results. If you are not already authority, unless you've got millions of friends and followers on your personal Facebook page that absolutely adore you and hang off your every word, unless you've got huge success behind you already in your network marketing business or business in general, those strategies that you're being taught are probably not going to work for you. Yes, they may have worked for somebody else. Yes, somebody may come along, do everything that their upline is teaching them to do the traditional way, and could they be successful? Yes. Nothing is impossible. But do you have the personality for that? Are you a vibrant person that just loves to network, loves to go to networking groups, loves to talk people, has no fear about talking about your business, has no fear about approaching anybody and everybody about your business? If that's you, you can still build your traditional way. You can still use the strategies that successful network marketers are using. So successful network marketers are still pushing posts out about their products with the name on it and even the price on it, but they're already successful. They can get away with it. If you're not already successful, you won't get away with it. You'll annoy everybody about it and you'll think that you are a failure. It's not your fault. You're not being taught strategies that are, congruent and consistent and relative to where you are at. Social media gives us the ability to leverage, find a whole lot of new faces and a whole lot of new people. But if you follow what your upline says, they've already got the success, so they're pushing out pictures of their products and specials and stuff like that. It doesn't hurt them like it's going to hurt you because you don't have the following yet. You don't have the authority. You don't have the credibility behind you. So those kind of strategies are just not going to work. So we need to use the strategies that are relative to where you are at in your business, and building a brand enables you to build your own identity. Branding is huge. I could talk about branding for ages, and we're not going to go into any more detail than I already have because I need to wrap up this live. I'm very mindful of your time and staying here with me. Rob, you will drop out of the business like the bottom of a wet cardboard box. And what disappoints me is that uplines are not, what's the word I'm looking for? Mindful or thoughtful or knowledgeable or skillful enough to adjust the strategies for where someone is entering the business. So, and the personality of the person behind it. So if you're full of beans, you've got the most vivacious personality and can talk to anybody and everybody about your business, you have no fear around it, then doing everything the traditional way, might work. Not spammy strategies though, because I mean, look at the receiving end of that. When you see somebody else's posts, and I had somebody friend request me. I get friend requests every day, but there was one a couple of days ago that friend requested me, and we had a few mutual friends. So I went to the profile, as I always do, and looked at the person's profile. And I'm not kidding you, every single post for however long I scrolled, and I scrolled for quite a while, was all about their business, how wonderful their business is, pictures of the products, join us now, amazing opportunity, all the before and after shots, just every single post. Not one photograph of herself, like I didn't even know what she looks like, and unless I was looking at the profile pic, which wasn't really clear anyway. It was all pictures of the business and the products, and what every single post was about the company or the products. I will never accept a friend request from somebody who's doing that in their business on social media. That goes against everything that I believe in this business, everything on social media. That's what gives our industry a bad name. That is not a personal profile. That is a prime target page for Facebook to go, you are permanently shut down, your page is deleted, no recourse, no give me your sob story about how you didn't know. They'll just shut down that person's page in time to come. So I'm not accepting that person's friend request because they're not learning. And their mutual friends are mutual friends if they bothered to look at any of our profiles, they know that we promote attraction marketing and not that kind of stuff. So they're not learning. They're not even learning from the people that they're connecting with. So that's not somebody I want to be associated with, because that is somebody, yes, Mary, it was on her personal page, all over her personal page. That's not somebody who's using personal branding. That's somebody doing social media in the home business space all wrong. And she's not alone, and it's probably not even her fault, because she probably doesn't even know, or no one's ever pointed out to her, or maybe they have and she's choosing to do it anyway. But I was looking at her engagement. No one's liking her posts. No one's leaving any comments. She's saying, PM me for details. This is so exciting. Drop the word such and such below if you want more information. It's crickets. Nobody wants to see that over and over and over and over and over again pushed. That's push marketing to the nth degree. So that's what we need to stop in this industry and get people concentrating on personal branding, so it makes you stand out from everybody else that's selling the same product. Okay, so that's enough for me today. I've talked long enough. I am going to go into more depth next week about, just this branding piece, because it's so important to the future of everybody in this industry. Mary, I'm pretty sure that person just doesn't know any different, because honestly, if you knew how much damage it was doing, would you really continue to do it? I certainly wouldn't. So, anyway, Julie, I have people on my personal page that should I lose those people? So they're on your personal page. So they're obviously people that you're friends with. Just don't interact with them. If they're a friend and you want to stay a Facebook friend with them, like they're genuinely somebody that you know, Julie, that you want to stay friends with, just don't interact with any of their posts. So then eventually the algorithm won't show you their posts. If there's no engagement between you and that person, then the Facebook algorithm will fade out the content between you both. If it's somebody you don't know really, Julie, and you don't really care for the relationship, it's not somebody that you know sort of that well, I would disassociate with that person. That's not what you want to be connected to in our business. It just hurts all of us, in our businesses. So Rob's already jumped the gun and said valuable. Thank you, Rob. You're a gem. So if you did find this of value and got, just something out of this video, put the word value below with a palm tree and a fishy and let me know. And I'll look forward to going a little bit deeper with you guys about this sort of next week. So I hope you have a brilliant, awesome weekend. Have some downtime, enjoy yourself, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys next week. Bye.